finding an easy pose and starting with your hands rested gently upon your knees. So just clasping over your knees to kind of begin the class in a very grounded feeling. So holding onto your knees as well, using this as support to strengthen and support your back. So sort of pushing your chest forward, your shoulders down, making your neck nice and long, and extending from the lower back up. So nice straight back. And eyes in a rested position. And we're just going to do 4 rounds of breath, inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly lifting your eyelids to come to awareness. Bringing your hands to your heart center. And together, we're going to take 1 Om. 1, 2, 3. Om. And now you can rest your hands with your palms facing the sky on your knees. While we do some stretches to the neck. To start with your right ear to your right shoulder. Not a forceful movement, just as comfortable to a place of comfort. And then your chin to your chest. And then lifting your head to the center. And begin to feel your breath. You're going to be using your Ujjayi breath, which is breathing in through your nostrils and out through your nostrils. Left ear meets the left neck, the left shoulder. And then slowly bring your chin to your chest. And then head to the center. Circling your head to the right. We'll do 4 circles to the right at your own time. And after you've completed 4 circles to the right, we'll do 4 circles to the left. Keeping your eyes closed and feeling your breath. Reverse when you're ready. And after your last rotation, meet me in the center. We're going to take your right hand and place it on your left ear and stretch your right ear down to your right shoulder just to deepen the stretch in the neck. Make sure you keep your position, you're seated upright, and you don't slouch in your posture. And then switch sides. Taking your left palm, placing it on your right ear, and pulling your right ear towards your left shoulder. Then head up to center, releasing the hand. We're going to bring the palms root to rise up to the sky. And then we're going to open the chest into a cactus position with your arms, pushing your chest up and your heart up to the sky. Take 2 rounds of breath here. Sitting taller as you push your chest forward. Palms up to the sky again, head neutral. And then one more cactus pose. Head and heart up to the sky. Pushing your chest forward. Shoulders down. Palms up and hands up. They meet at the top. Hands to your knees. And we're going to meet in all fours. When you get to your tabletop position, let's flip our palms just to work out the wrists. So just put your fingertips facing your knees for a second and just rock back and forth in this position. So the eyes of your elbows are facing the front of the room. And then switch it back. And just one more time, flipping your palms, reversing the eyes of your elbows to the front of the room, and just rocking back and forth to get a nice stretch on the wrist. And then flip your palms to the front. We're going to do a few rounds of cat and cow. So cow, pushing your belly down to the earth, and your head up. And then curving your spine and arching like a cat to the sky. Chin to chest. Cow, belly to the earth. And cat, belly button to your back into the sky. A couple more rounds. Cat and cow. And then take your own movement that feels comfortable, maybe deepening the stretch of the cat and cow on all fours, taking circles to the right, circling out your hips, each direction, and getting your whole body into the movement. And then when you're ready, meet me in child's pose. You can take your knees the width of the mat, or you can put them together, whichever you prefer. And take a few rounds of breath here in child's pose. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Taking your fingertips and walking them back so you can sit upright, knees together. And what you're going to want to do is a toe stretch. So take the balls of your feet and press them back and sit up on your heels with your hands on your thighs. And we're just going to take a few rounds of breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And then when you're ready, you're going to meet me up in a downward facing dog. This first down dog you can take in a wide dog down dog position. Just since it's the first one of the day and your muscles might be a little tight. You can also get a nice bend in your knee, which will help stretch the lower back. And also you can pedal out your feet. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly walk up to the top of our mat with our feet wide. And we're going to bend down into garland pose. So if you need a block, you can place it under your sacrum. for extra support. And then you want to bring your hands into your chest in a prayer position. And this is a great hip opener. So you can take your elbows and push your knees back as you push your chest and your lower back forward, scooping your pelvis under. And take a few rounds of breath here. And then when you're ready, meet me down in a forward fold, wide-legged position, grabbing opposite elbows. And here you can just swing from side to side. Really let your head hang heavy and your arms hang heavy. And then when you're ready, you're going to plant your palms down to the ground and meet me back in plank, stepping your right foot back, left foot back. We're going to do a chaturanga, which you're always welcome to use your knees. Chaturanga down to the earth, cobra, and meet me back in downward dog. First, start by lifting your right foot to the sky, parallel position, flexed, relaxed foot, bringing knee to your nose and stepping through to a lunge. We're going to take our right arm and circle it up and back, opening our chest. Our left arm up and back, circling behind, opening up our chest. Meeting back in a plank. Chaturanga to mini cobra or upward facing dog, whichever you prefer. Meeting back in downward dog. Now we're going to step, jump, or hop to the top of our mat. Halfway lift, crown of the head, forward, pushing forward. Forward fold the body. Bringing your arms up, root to rise. Hands to your heart center. Folding your body forward. Stepping the right foot back and left foot back into a plank, and from plank, meeting in downward dog. Taking the left foot up to the sky. And then when you're ready, knee to nose. Stepping your left foot into a front low lunge. Left arm up and back like a backstroke. Right arm up and back. Stepping your feet together into a forward fold. Lifting up halfway, crown of the head, reaching forward. Forward fold your body again. Root to rise. Hands to your heart center. Folding forward. Stepping your left foot and then your right foot back to a plank position. And meeting in downward facing dog. We'll do the right side again. Right foot up to the earth. And bring your knee to the nose. Stepping your right foot forward into a low lunge. Right arm reaches up and back. Left arm reaches up and back. Bringing your feet together, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold again, root to rise up, hands to your heart center, forward fold, stepping your right foot back, your left foot back, chaturanga to upward facing dog or cobra, whichever is most comfortable, and meeting knee in a downward dog. Repeat on the left. Left leg up to the sky, knee to the nose, stepping your left foot between your hands, coming into this low lunge, taking your left arm, swimming it back up and over, opening your chest to center, right arm up and back, bringing your feet together to a forward fold, halfway lift, crown of the head forward, flat back, forward fold, root to rise, hands to your heart center, folding down again, stepping back with your left foot, and then your right foot into a plank, chaturanga, cobra, and then meet in a downward dog position. And then when you're ready, let's take a nice wide-legged, wide-kneed child's pose. Forehead to the earth, palms stretching forward. And just stay here for 4 rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And then when you're ready, meet me back in a downward dog. Now we're going to take the right leg up to the sky again, pulling your knee to your nose, stepping through, and we're going to meet in warrior one position. From warrior one, we're going to take our hands and clasp them over the top of our head, and we're going to try to get into our balance of warrior three. So you can just do a forward modified warrior three, or if you want to try your balance, this is good for strengthening your lower back. Push up into your right leg, and we come into a T position for warrior three with our hands clasped. Really pushing your right foot into the earth and feeling the stability on your right leg. And then when you're ready, meet me back in warrior one position. Unclasp your hands, straighten your front leg, and we're gonna take our hands and put them together at the top, and we're gonna roll our body and our hands down to meet our front foot or our blocks, whichever is most comfortable. And we're gonna stand in this forward fold position and stay here for a few breaths. And the ultimate goal here is to get your knee to your nose. So if you have to bend your front knee, that's fine. Try to keep it straight if you can, and like I said, you can use blocks. And then when you're ready, we're gonna take the left foot and twist it to face the wall behind you. Stabilize your body on your left hand and your left foot, crossing your right foot in front of you. And we're gonna do a modified side plank. Holding this for 4 rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly bringing your right hand down to your mat, turning your right foot in, stepping your right foot back into a plank position, chaturanga, to upward facing dog, and back to down dog. Same thing on the left. Slowly bring the left leg to the sky, knee to nose, stepping foot forward, and we're going to meet in our warrior one position. Stay here for a few breaths. Really feel grounded in your warrior one. Your hips should be square to the front of the room. And then when you're ready, clasp your hands over the top of your head, really squeezing your arms next to your ears, making sure your shoulders are down. You can go into a modified warrior three balance, or if you want, stepping into your warrior three position, really grounding your left foot into the earth, strengthening through the left leg. Stay here for a few rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly coming out of it, meeting me back in warrior one position. And then we're gonna prayer hands over the head, bringing our palms to the center. We're gonna slowly roll down over the front of our leg in a forward fold position. Again, using your blocks for support if you need them. Pressing your chest to your thigh, your knee to your nose. Palms into your mat or into your blocks for support. Staying here for a few rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, you're going to take your right toes and start to turn them in towards the mat as your right leg goes down straight. Right hand into the earth, left leg crossed over. And we're going to do a modified side plank position. And here you can either have your head looking straight forward, if your neck is uncomfortable or sensitive, or you can look up to your hand and look up to the sky. And keep this and hold this balance for a few rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, slowly unravel. Left hand to the earth, left foot to the earth in plank position, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, into downward dog. And we're gonna do this one more time on each side, and then we'll get in to be the last part of our standing sequence. Right leg up to the sky. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, knee to nose. Stepping through, meeting in warrior one. Clasping your hands above your head. Extending into warrior three. From warrior three, extending up, palms to the heart center, chin to your chest, rolling forward into a forward fold. Jacques, relax. Stay in your forward fold for a few rounds of breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And then when you're ready, taking the left foot, twisting it to the back wall. Left arm stabilizes you. Right toes also meet the back wall. Reaching your right arm up to the sky for a modified side plank. A couple of rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, bring your right hand back to the earth, right toes forward, stepping back into plank, chaturanga, to upward facing dog, meeting in the downward facing dog. And last time on the left side, toe to the sky, knee to your nose, stepping through and coming up to warrior one position, clasping your hands above your head and reaching forward to warrior three, getting into your balance. And then gently stepping out of warrior three, palms to heart center, chin to chest, rolling down. Touching the earth or your blocks. Really trying to press your nose to your knee while your chin is to your chest. Feeling the benefits of that. And then when you're ready, turning your right foot into the left side of the mat, left toes facing the side of the mat, right arm plants into the earth, left arm up to the sky, in our modified side plank. And when you're ready, palm down to the earth, toes facing forward, stepping back into plank, chaturanga, and just stay here with your belly to the earth. Palms and forearms on the ground, forehead to the mat. Taking a deep breath in and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, we're going to clasp the right hand to the left, meeting behind us. We're going to open up the shoulders by doing a cobra, toes pointed on the mat. And if you'd like, you can try to lift them off the mat. So on the count of three, 1, 2, 3, lift. Toes pointed, engaging your shoulder blades together. Head should be neutral, so you don't want to be looking up too far or looking down, keeping your neck neutral. And rest with your right cheek to the mat. And just shake your hips from side to side and relax your ankles. And one more time, taking your right hand behind you, left hand to meet it, clasped behind you. Pushing up into a cobra position. And I like to smile when I'm in this position because it feels good. So a nice smile and then a deep breath as you get down to the earth. Left cheek to the mat. And shaking your hips out. And then when you're ready, pushing up into a child's pose. Wide-legged child's pose. And just stay here for a few rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, take your fingertips and slowly walk back in your palms to the back of your mat. And we're going to come into a butterfly position with our legs. So just in butterfly position, you want to grab your front of your toes, sitting upright, and try to get your heels as close to your body, to your pelvis as possible. And we're just going to bounce our knees and get a little bit of flutter. And then when you're ready, we're gonna forward fold over our legs, walking our hands out. If you have a block, you might wanna use it here, resting your forehead on the block, or if you don't have a block, just keeping your back flat and stretching out, and then head down to the earth, or to your feet, or to a block. And just staying here for a few rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, you can remove your prop, walk your fingers up. We're gonna take our right heel, put it to our left side of our cheek, and then cross our left ankle over our right knee. Sitting upright, taking your right arm, and we're gonna do a twist to our left side. If you want, you can take your left arm and wrap it around the back side of your body. And if you're feeling like you want an even deeper stretch in the neck and the upper body and shoulders, you can take your head and look over the shoulder behind you. And then when you're ready, unravel your twist, switching your legs out. Left heel to the right side of your butt. Right leg crosses over your left knee. Your right palm is planted into the earth, lifting your arm up to the sky and twisting over your leg. Same thing here. If you want to deepen your stretch, you can take your right arm and wrap it around the left side of your body. And then take your head, looking over your right shoulder. Same thing here, smiling while you take a few rounds of breath. And then slowly unravel your body and straighten your legs out in front of you. And here you want to really be up on your sits bones. So sometimes you need to remove a little bit of the skin from the side of your body. And then we're going to put the arms up over the head, circling out the wrists. And we're going to do a forward fold, starting first with a flat back. And if you can, taking your index fingers and wrapping them around the big toes. Pushing your chest forward. Really feel that in your lower back, strengthening your lower back. And then when you're ready, we're going to collapse and forward fold over our legs. Again, trying to get our nose down to our knees, our chest to our thighs. If you need blocks, you can use them on the side, pressing your palms into the blocks. And stay here for a few rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, take your fingertips, walk yourself back up to a seated position. And then we're going to come into a seated wide leg pose. So here you really want to push your pelvis as much as possible to the front of the room. I always use a block for this, so if you have a block, grab one. And we're going to do the same thing where we're going to take our fingertips and walk forward, keeping our lower back flat and our chest lifted, neck neutral, pressing into the earth. And then when you're ready, we're gonna collapse our forearms to the ground and deepen the stretch by forward folding, trying to get your forehead to the earth if you can. In my case, getting it onto a block. And stay here for a few rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, remove your prop and slowly walk yourself back up. Taking your left leg to meet the right leg, front of the mat, knees up to the sky, and meeting me on your back. And here we're just gonna take our knees, sort of windshield wipe from side to side, just dropping them to the left and to the right, the left and to the right. And you can have your palms up to the sky. And then when you're ready, taking your knees into your chest, giving yourself a nice big hug, squeezing tight, pushing the lower back, the sacrum into the earth. And then collapse as you open your body to a resting position. And then shaking your feet and your heels into the earth. And then we're gonna do this one more time, giving yourself a nice big hug. And then collapse into the earth. And then shaking your heels back and forth. Now taking your knees up. We're gonna take our left leg and ankle, crossing it over our right knee into a reclined pigeon. So bringing your right leg up to a 90-degree angle, grabbing the back of your thigh, gently pulling your right thigh towards your chest as you gently take your elbow on your left thigh to open up your hip. But keeping the sacrum into the earth and the hips square. And stay here for a few rounds of breath. If you want, you can extend your right leg to the earth and to the sky. And just point your toe and flex and point and flex. And then bringing it back down to a 90-degree angle. And then when you're ready, taking your legs and your body, twisting it to the left side of the room, arms wide open, and you're gonna take to the right side of the room, and you're gonna take your head and looking over your left shoulder. So there's some nice opposition and a deep twist here. And just stay here for a few rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, taking your legs and coming back to center, knees to the sky. And then you're gonna take your right ankle, crossing it over your left knee, taking the left leg at a 90-degree angle, and your hands are gonna wrap around your left thigh as you gently pull your left thigh towards your body and push your right elbow out on your right leg, right thigh. Feel your breath. And then when you're ready, taking your body and your legs to face the left side of the room. Upper back flat against the floor. Arms open wide. And then when you want to deepen your stretch, you can take your head and look over your right shoulder. And then when you're ready, meeting me back with your knees to the earth. Here we're going to get into a modified back bend. So you're going to take your hands like we were clasping in Cobra and try to clasp them underneath your body. So your feet are grounded into the earth. You're going to push your pelvis to the sky, engaging your hamstrings. And then you're going to take your right arm and your left arm underneath your shoulders. So you can open your chest to the sky, clasping your hands. Again, pushing your pelvis up to the sky, engaging your quads and your hamstrings. Feet grounded into the earth. Chin to the chest. Take a few rounds of breath here. And then when you're ready, gently unravel, taking your right arm and your left arm out by your side. And again, just twisting your hips and windshield wiping the knees, right and left, and right and left. And here, one more back bend. You can either do the same bend we just did, or if you want to do your full bridge, take it at your own time, going up. A few rounds of breath here. And then when you're ready, slowly come down, vertebrae by vertebrae, piecing your sacrum into the earth. And then you're gonna meet me in legs on the wall or waterfall. So whichever's most comfortable. Today I'm gonna just have my legs up in waterfall position. So just gently taking your right foot to the sky, your left foot to meet it. Having your knees slightly bent, your ankles loose. No need to point your toes here, just have your feet very relaxed. Closing your eyes and flipping your palms up to the sky. So you're receiving the energy from the sky. Engaging your lower abs. Feeling your breath. And we'll just stay here for a few rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, slowly bring your legs down and meet me in goddess position. So the bottoms of your feet are touching, legs are butterflied, palms remain up towards the sky. You can place your left hand on your belly and your right hand over your heart. And if you'd like to stay here for your final Savasana, you're welcome to. Or if you'd like to get into a fully relaxed position with your legs extended out, front of you and your palms back up to the sky, whatever's most comfortable. Eyes closed and heavy. Feeling each vertebrae of your body grounded into the earth. There should be no arch in your lower back. And then when you're ready, slowly open your eyes and give your toes a little wiggle and your fingertips as well. Very slowly and gently roll to your left side into a fetal position. And you can just stay here for a minute. And then when you're ready, taking your hands and gently pushing yourself up back to a seated easy pose where we started. And hands in your heart center. And together we'll do one last Om on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Om. Thank you so much, Nicole, for being my one and only student.